Okay, Rockland.
where we, as Mike and Tom over here, my last name is Osa,
And I'm Kluger.
Okay, and we're able to go around the county and check out all the different venues that are more than okay, Mike.
More than okay. Delicious, nutritious, happy, fun, and it makes living in Rockland that much better.
Which will make you feel more ambitious so that you can hop in the car and head to these different venues. And we are live at Fiesta Acapulco today.
In Stony Point.
Yes, not in Acapulco, in Stony Point. Fiesta Acapulco is located right in Stony Point, Liberty Drive. And let me tell you something, and we have a lot of history that we can talk about. This place is legendary in terms of the stuff that has come through here. It used to be Lynch's, which is now over at the golf course, Philip Rotella Golf Course. And before that, the Peppermill Grill.
Right.
And before that, Mike and I.
The Cahoots.
And there was some
Not just a video game.
Yeah, there was like some amazing stuff that happened here, like bands and like dance and a whole bunch of stuff.
Now, speaking of bands, Tom.
Yeah, man.
You promoted a open mic night here a few times, right?
That's right.
Here in Fiesta Acapulco.
It used to be on Thursday nights, kind of like the traditional open mic format. We had Fuzzy Rob here.
Okay.
And he would have his band show up. They'd set up. And then we play some music. Like, we had like about 15 or 20 people here. Last year, they used to perform while we were here and just jamming out and enjoying the vibes, the drinks, everything. So
now,
we're back.
I have to say, we just enjoyed a nice tasty meal here. And this food brings me back to the old days across the street.
Mm-hmm.
A Fiesta Cancun.
That's right.
And it feels like all of that comfort and old time nostalgia brought back. It's kind of like it moved across the street.
It is in the walls of this establishment. If you haven't seen it, you will, because we've talked with Juan over here, and we've decided that we want to put on some more variety shows at Fiesta Acapulco. So mark your calendars, because we're going to be doing some stuff on Friday afternoons leading into the evening here. And when the evening starts, we're going to have music, possibly comedy. I won't be the comedian for that night, I can assure you, so it'll be actually enjoyable. And really just anything that's like really entertaining. So we're going to work on that over the next few months. But for now, we're just enjoying today. I hope for those of you that are observing Good Friday, for those of you that are observing Passover, we hope that you have an enjoyable weekend, and hopefully you can appreciate the awesomeness that is life. I think that's where Mike and I are as well.
Well, and with that, you don't know what your neighbors celebrate, or maybe you do, but show some calm, some tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
Do those things that make us good neighbors and make us strong, because part of that is the exchange of ideas,
mm-hmm.
and really like coming together and enjoying what you enjoy next to your neighbor who might enjoy something else.
Absolutely. Yeah. You get to know someone, and the more you get to talk with them and listen, you really get to appreciate the cultural heritage that we come from, the different stories that come along the way, where it's like, you're not going to believe this. And Mike and I actually found this out earlier today, is we dated the same girl back in like college times and stuff like that.
Well,
and we're not going to go into detail.
It's a small world.
Let's just say that we both did a very friendly high five and we moved along.
Alrighty then.
And that's not the only bonding thing that we can. It could also be like, oh my goodness, I used to work in this particular field too, right?
Well, I like to go back to something I was talking about with Ray from Vilma's Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
shout out to Ray from Vilma's Bakery.
When I walked into Vilma's Bakery and you walked up to the case with the window, and you can see all of the tasty treats that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Although Vilma's is a Dominican bakery, they didn't just have Dominican food there.
Mm.
And I think that's indicative of living around New York City and all of that, where these food cultures are living side by side. And if you are one culture and you know that You can make cannolis too. You make some cannolis, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
you make
But you don't talk
regatta.
to me about cannolis, like,
Right.
you know, because we got the Godfather thing going. Like,
Right.
leave the gun, take
I'm
the
tell-
cannolis.
But I'm telling you, like, you go into Vilma's and his stuff,
How you doing, my friend?
Well,
whatever the culture is great.
we have a guest right now on Rockland's News. We have Juan. This is actually, we're live streaming. No, please. Oh, you don't want to
No.
say anything? All right, then I'm going to say it for him, okay? Juan has been very helpful
Super
with the music scene for the last 2 years. He has the best restaurant in all of North Rockland. It is enjoyable. It's a warm atmosphere. His staff are great here. They got great food. They got great drink. And when you walk in, you feel like you're at home.
They
So
even have
Juan,
cool houseplants.
all I got to say, I mean that from the heart. And welcome to the Rockland News family, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So that's what's going on. And like we said, we're going to be doing live streams over here from time to time. And thank you very much. So
going back to it, right? We have these cultures sitting next to each other, and they're all helping each other out.
Yep.
And sometimes it's as simple as trying somebody else's food and going, "That's fantastic. I want to bring some of that back to my own culture."
Exactly.
And it's not a cultural appropriation thing. It's if you mix the flour and the eggs a certain way in your culture and then you apply it to this dish, it might turn out to be something completely different and awesome.
This is the truth.
So, folks, in this weekend where there's a lot of different cultures, going and observing lots of different things, be respectful of one another, be
Totally.
supportive of one another.
Exactly. You know. So what else are we talking about?
Well, we usually like to talk about small business, so
We do. We had some travels this week, man.
we did. I went. I think I went through a portal and I ended up in Spain through Piermont.
Yeah.
There's a crazy, and I don't mean Spanish like Caribbean Spanish. I mean like from Spain Spanish.
Oh, Domingo Montoya Spanish.
Like Basque in Piermont. It was like stepping into a little piece of Spain.
You know, it's funny. I didn't even ask you about your interviews this week. That's how swamped that we all are. Tell me about Basque.
It was fantastic. It was elegant, but homey and inviting. And Benny, who's the owner, he's been there since 2018. He had such success even after COVID that he opened a second establishment in Tarrytown.
All right.
So he's a Hudson Valley guy, I guess. But I asked him about the different cultures between the Tarrytown place and the Piermont place. And he said the food's the same, the drinks are the same. Tarrytown's bigger and it's closer to the train. He said those people in Tarrytown, they're grab and go people. The people in Piermont, they're cheers people.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like you want to go be part of something, you go down to Piermont and you go step into that place and you're going to be part of something. And it's not that different than going to Noble Experiment Brewing or going to District 96, Burger Loft. All of those small businesses, all of those handmade, homegrown stuff, that they want you to be there and they want you to be part of their family.
It's true. And when I went to those different establishments, both Noble Experiment and District 96, the vibe that I got was similar to what you're saying about Cheers. It's like, you know, you walk in, everybody knows your name. That's the way I feel here at Fiesta Acapulco.
Right.
And admittedly, I'll say that part of that ties into my Colombian heritage. You know, we think Latin America as a whole.
Right.
So, you know, Mexico, Latin America, you know, there's Central America, there's South America, but we all think, like, you know, from my perspective, there's like a Latin American culture. There's a tie in there. So that's the way I feel about here. Like, you know, this like cheers for Latin Americans. But that being said,
I feel comfortable, and I'm not Latin American at all.
but we proved but that's what I was saying about, like, we proved this last year when we were able to do the open mics. Had a bunch of white guys in the freaking corner, right?
I mean, because music brings out everybody.
Exactly. So it didn't matter. Like, we had so many different, like, you know, it was just a cultural melting pot. And that's where I always felt most comfortable. It's like, and Westchester has more of that commuter sort of vibe, right?
It's like I said, that grab and go thing where we're here to sit down and have a conversation. How you doing, man, friend?
Totally.
And, I really like the fact that we as Rockland embrace that vibe in so many places that we frequent and that we have created.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. You know, the other thing that I noted is that there's people of different historical things that happened in their life. Like, for instance, last week, we had Alan on the show. Alan's from South Carolina.
Oh, well, no, he's from Rockland. He moved
Yeah,
to
he's a
South
snowbird.
Carolina.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
So, you know, when Alan was basically, you know, he called in last week and he was basically talking about that, you know, and, you know, older gentleman, I think.
By the way,
That was what I gathered
if
from
someone
it.
wanted to call in and reach out to us, rocklandnews.com
/alert. And then, you know, you can contact us and, you know, tell us your thing. And you might be a guest on a future AM Rockland or OK Rockland's news show.
Now, if you find out where we're going to be, because we are starting this crazy plan that we are going to come out to many of our sponsors' actual places of business, like here at Fiesta Acapulco.
Y'all don't know what we talked about today.
We talked about a lot, but we want to come out and see you.
Yeah.
We want you to come out to the venues that we are at, and we're going to start letting you know ahead of time. You're going to come out. You're going to have whatever food or drink or whatever place we're at.
Yeah.
Come and say hello.
And we'll pay our own way. We don't even care. Like, you know, we're going, we'll pay our own way. We don't need, you know, and we'll just sit. We'll have a good time. We'll have some fun. And then if you decide that you want us to come back another time, we can also do that. And that's the thing is like, and, you know, Fiesta Acapulco is an example.
Right.
We did 2 weeks ago, Mike, we did a live stream from 202 Cannabis.
Which means you cannot say you don't know anything about it.
I know a little bit about.
He knows a little bit now,
now,
folks.
I know a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit.
Just a little bit more educated because those folks over at 202 Cannabis, they're so good at what they do.
Well, Mike, it comes down to the 430 terpenes, and I really did my homework on this. 430 terpenes, they're individually dialed in to give you a different mood or, let's say, neurological reaction in a positive way.
You read this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or did you experience this?
I read it.
On Reddit?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Totally read it on Reddit.
Now, going back to the green of 202 Cannabis.
There's there's 430 terpenes that, you know, you can actually dial into your exact experience, man. And you could figure out like exactly how you want to feel, right? Based on the terpenes and that's the thing that I found out, at least from a retail perspective, about 202 Cannabis, because of the many terpenes that you can order individually, depending upon the menu that's available there, because like there's different products and everything. So you can learn more at 202cannabisco.com. And they have bud tenders there.
And they have a drive-through.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people that have come through there. That's actually where we met Alan. You know, he's a Vietnam War vet, from what I understand. He
was
mentioned
getting his medicine.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely a cool dude. He was there, and, you know, he was down in South Carolina.
Right.
But, of course, he was on his way back. And, you know, I find that he's going to be a consistent contributor.
You're always so hopeful for these consistent contributors.
Well, I live on hope.
Wait, I thought you lived with Jessica.
I do. And shout out to my wife, Jessica, who puts up with all my insanity.
And your shenanigans?
Shenanigans, yeah. Well, she's Irish, so it would be shillelagh-nanigans.
Shillelagh-nanigans?
Something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I would like to remind you that in just about every village and town in Rockland County, there is some sort of egg hunt, and I do recommend you checking
Easter egg hunts.
The Easter egg. I want an Easter egg. I want an Easter egg. That you should check your local municipality to find out what time your Easter egg hunt is, because it seems like you can stack a few of them together in this county. And I don't know about the rules about that because I don't generally do that whole Easter egg thing. But I know that many Rocklanders have children. They want something to do. And I think it's supposed to be a nice weekend. So
I'm sorry, I was lighting up a Jefferson Air.
A Jefferson Air?
Jefferson Air.
Do they have an airplane?
Well, that was the band.
Are they slick, like Grace?
A little bit, yeah, to a degree. Jefferson Air is basically a concept where, you can, instead of smoking a cigarette, you basically have an oxygenated tube. It's a tube. You could basically, just start pulling air right through the tube.
So
and
it's child friendly.
kind of, yes. Oh, definitely. Now we're trying. I mean, it depends on kids. I don't know if we should have kids using Jefferson Air, but
I mean, because that air is going to kill the children.
well, I mean, I just don't. I just don't want them to suddenly graduate to cigarettes.
Oh, you don't want the Jefferson Air to be a gateway.
No, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is not for that. This is for the people that experienced the '90s and whatnot, and all right. Let me give you an example. When I was 17 years old and I was going to North Rockland High School in my senior year, there was the smoking section.
Yes.
All right. So
by the
everybody
band
would
room.
go out to the smoking section and everybody would hang out. There were some epic talks out there.
Right.
And everybody was smoking
Right.
because it was the smoking section. It's not like North Rockland High School said, no, you can't have a smoking section. And I'm not endorsing the smoking section.
I believe
but-
the smoking section is gone now.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's gone. So that's the days of yesteryear sort of thing. So you got to change with the times. Ergo, Jefferson Air.
Jefferson Air.
I'm actually trademarking that name. Just so you know.
If you want to know more about Jefferson Air, go to rocklandnews.com/alert, and ask Tom your question.
You think I'm kidding about that?
I'm not.
Take a look at these. Look at this.
He's got a patent, folks. He got trademarks and patents. Sometimes my co-host is a little
Zany.
I was going to say
He's a little
mashuga,
zany.
a little mashuga for those who are celebrating the Passover.
Oh, that's right. The Passover.
Again, we're a very cultural show.
Very cultural. There's no appropriation here. We're actually appreciating, not appropriating.
Right. We're not even trying to be mean. We're just trying to be
Joking
zany,
around. And
zany, as you say.
I think that's where the comedy will come into play. And by the way, Mike, I forgot to tell you, we have a zone in on a comedian. His name is Andre.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. He's part Russian.
Okay.
And I've seen him perform. He's effing funny as hell.
And is he from Rockland?
Yeah. He's local.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he actually broke up with someone that I don't like.
Are we supposed to be talking about people's personal lives?
We're not going to talk
there?
about that. I'm just
All right.
saying, but believe me, Andre is better for it. He's better for it. I know
All
the
right.
other person. I'm congratulating the fact that he's moved on. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't know. Am I getting off script here? I don't know.
When have we had a script?
Yeah, it's true. We're kind of unscripted, right?
We are raw folk. We are always raw.
Let's.
But we are always authentic.
We aim to be very true about this. And I don't know. By the way, did we check the phones? Did Alan call in?
Not this
Is Alan
week.
gonna be
Not
around?
this week.
Well, that's a damn shame. We're going to have to get Alan on real soon. We do want to thank our sponsors.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, before we hop off the air, we do want to thank our sponsors.
Such as Yabu Fence,
Yabu Fence Company.
Dana Pest Control.
Yep. Easy Temp.
Easy Temp. Whole Shop Bagels down in Haverstraw, and they have a special deal for all of our listeners.
That's right.
You let them know that you heard it here first. That you're in Whole Shop Bagels. You heard it from Rockland News. Clever Torres, he is the owner. He'll hook you up.
Mm-hmm. Mention Rockland's News and get a free bagel.
And they do have some amazing bagels. I am an expert in bagels. Theirs are excellent.
They're
excellent,
fresh.
excellent.
They're totally fresh.
Not just fresh, because everybody can have fresh bagels.
Mm-hmm.
Clever really knows how to. He was schooled by the right people. I'm telling you, he was schooled by the right people.
And by the way, Clever and Victoria, I should also note that you guys do have the best bacon, egg, and cheese in all of Rockland. I don't care what the BEC, SBK, King says, whatever have you.
prefer the Sobo.
Yeah, actually, well, the Sobo too. No,
It's really
absolutely, yeah.
It's my favorite
But I
sandwich.
mean, so you're gonna hear us saying that 9 Ways to Tuesday over the rest of the year. You guys got the best bacon, egg, and cheese in all of Rockland County.
You know who's got the best sushi though?
Kobe Sushi.
Kobe Sushi, and they have a deal if you mention Rockland News.
Jazz Music Lounge on Wednesdays and Saturday nights. And if you mention Rockland's News, you get 15% off your entire menu order, minimum $75. So you can save at least $10 or more on your order simply by mentioning 2 words, Rockland News. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, folks. We also have Susan Bova at Caldwell Banker Realty. 99 Signs, a business without a sign.
Is a sign of no business.
That's right.
And you can get your
FC
signs at 99signs.com.
Now, what about FC Perfection Auto Body? What do you know about them, Tom?
Located in Congers, New York. They're actually right across the street from the studio where we play music.
All right.
And they can handle all of your auto collision repairs. If you want a paint job on your car to make it look like it's brand new, you go to fzperfection.com.
And then we got Clean Space Maintenance.
That's right, Tony D'Elia, and he can do junk removal. He can get rid of anything in your house except for your relatives. All right, and you can just remediate the entire space so that you got a clean space in order to put more cool things in.
Now, I want to talk about some more sponsors and more people who are involved with Rockland News. And one of the things that we have been talking about a lot this week, you and I, Tom, off the air, is sponsor band.
Yes.
We are trying our damnedest to help the music culture of Rockland County. We would like all of you Rockland County musicians who want to play out, who are struggling to find venues to play in, to contact us at rocklandnews.com alert. Tell us you're interested in sponsor band, and let's get the venues and the musicians and the sponsors all together and make some music in Rockland.
Absolutely. So stay tuned over the next few weeks because, as you know, we do Rockland Music Fest every year now, and we're going to have some announcements over the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I have food in my mouth, but it's so good here.
He can't stop himself. He wants to stop. He wants to stop. He just can't stop eating because it's so good. So I'm going to make the next
Fiesta Acapulco.
The
food is amazing here.
Um,
So you want to make the announcement?
Well, I'm going to talk about some more of our sponsors, and then we'll make the announcement when you've eaten all the food because you can't stop.
And by the way, we only have 2% on.
Oh my God, we got to go quick then. North Rockland Cairo.
Yes, Anna Maria O'Looney from North Rockland Chiropractic, right across the street from Fiesta Acapulco. She does my chiropractic. She's awesome.
Lauren Molino Muller, Howard Hand Realty. We have Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy in West Haverstraw.
Nick, yeah, he is all about the people. I have to tell you, that guy is amazing. And if you need physical therapy, knee, back, whatever, Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy in West Haverstraw, New York. 1%.
If you're looking for some tasty pancakes and other things, Stony Point Pancake Factory on 9W.
Yes.
They're fantastic, and they have an incredible menu. Panchetto Restaurant, Sparkling Clean Homes, and the Workforce Development Board of Rockland County.
Absolutely. And check out rocklandjobs.org, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a new job section that is all set up. If you need a job, we can get you a job at rocklandjobs.org. Anyway, that's all from Mike and I.
Yeah. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Have a happy Easter, happy Passover, and happy whatever holiday else.
Absolutely. Have a blessed weekend, a safe, enjoyable time, and we'll be back next week with a lot more amazing things. And we had a lot of great conversations this week, so stay tuned. It's going to get, I said before, we're just getting warmed up. Wait until we start next week. It's going to be amazing.
You know what, Tom? It's springtime. I'm planting seeds. You're planting the seeds of hope. We're planting the seeds of economic friendship and neighborly and all of the good, happy things to make us a great community.
Actually, sometimes I'm a little bit of an economic curmudgeon.
You are, but not today.
Right, exactly. I feel very joyful about a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that are going to spring forth in spring.
Because we're in spring. Happy Easter, folks.
Yes. Enjoy.